We were a good group, a tight group, they would call it. All
It's a wall hanging, yeah, it's kind of cute.
Larger painting that I did from my grandfather's photo. Right?
Appreciate that.
I like sharing what I know with other people.
Hello, our names are Rowen,
Maya, and Gwen.
Today is April 28th, 2026, and we are at Tuckerton Elementary School in New Jersey. We are inviting Miss Cathleen Engelsen as part of Tuckerton Seaport's This is the Place project. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me and inviting me. I'm thrilled to be here and meet you girls. I think you're probably as tall as I am. You know.
I don't know about me though, I'm a boy.
I'm sorry.
It's okay,
Yeah.
I get it a lot of
Thank you.
times.
Do you? Well, you're very good looking. Thank you.
Thank you.
Lovely.
We have a few questions for you today. How long have you lived here? How long have you lived in this area?
I have lived here my entire life, and my parents were raised in Tuckerton, both of them,
Wow.
and they went to your school right there. And I brought, my grandfather was a photographer, and he ran the movie theater and the drugstore on the corner, which is where the Wawa is now.
That's really cool.
Did he make any films?
And he took pictures all over. I brought them with me if you want to see them.
Sure.
This one is a picture of him at his drugstore. And he repaired jewelry. He repaired anything people brought
That's
to
really
him.
cool.
Yeah. And it has a nice picture. And at the seaport, there's a big picture of him that they've blown up just like this. And it's across from the mural I did. But in my aunt's writing on the reverse of this, and in her handwriting, it's hard to read, but it tells all the places where he took photographs of mainly the Tuckerton area and Tucker's Island. And here's a picture of your school, and it looks just like this now.
That's so cool.
But he took that 100 years ago.
I can kind of see a little bit of remodeling that the school's
I'll take
done.
it out for you. This is the way it used to look, and this was new back then. This was the new.
Oh my gosh.
But if you turn it over, you'll see his name on the back. And it says W.C. Jones, publisher, Tuckerton, New Jersey. And many of his postcards that he made say the same thing on the back. There is a picture of the Tuckerton Lake. It's hard to figure out how to get that one out.
We just have a few more questions.
Why is Tuckerton special to you?
It's special because, number one, it's a charming town. And I would come here as a child with my mom and visit my grandmothers. Both grandmothers lived in Tuckerton. And of course, my parents were raised here and went to the wooden grade school. The high school, I don't believe, was built when they went there. Yeah. And so it just has meaning. And my dad had a boatyard on Green Street where Dockside restaurant is now. He had a Sid Pierce's boatyard.
I think you can kind of see a remodel of the school that I think this area right here,
Yeah.
they like tore down or something? Because I remember this part.
You have an addition.
Yeah, there's this part that we see, and then you can walk up there, and that'll lead you to the second floor. It's like right across the library, and then I know that there's like a little big window there that kind of like stares into a brick wall. It's just for decoration.
It's a beautiful school.
Yeah.
I enjoyed coming here.
And then there's like an entrance right there, I think, and there.
It's so nice that it's still here.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I was raised with my grandfather's old photos, so it really has meaning to me. Like this one of the Tuckerton Creek and all the old boats that were docked there. And many of these pictures were before they had motors. Well, working motors, but this Barnegat Bay sneakboxes, the Garbies, and the catboats, which sailed all over the bay, in and out, and they still do that. But this had a lot of meaning, and on the back of each piece of work, I write all about my grandfather and his history.
Wow.
And his biggest postcard, he had over 400 that he published, was of the Tuckerton wireless. And these might not pick up because of the glare, but we can just maybe take it out. But however, you could look at the Tuckerton wireless that way and see his name on the back.
Is it a cell tower or something?
And that, I have a big painting I did of the Tuckerton wireless too. And that's down where Mystic Islands is, way out there. And on the back of each one I write his history and his photograph of, a photograph of what I used as my, guide to do this painting.
Well, speaking of your paintings, how long have you been painting, and what inspired you to become an artist?
I started to paint when I was a young girl, and of course my mother was a teacher, so she always provided me with paints and seashells. Of course, I was raised in Surf City, so I painted seashells and would put them in my wagon and take them around and try to sell them. So I thought that was fun. And it was the beauty of this area that's an inspiration to paint. Yeah.
But I kind of remember sometimes I go to the beach with my friends, and then we come home, and I remember we used to paint seashells.
It's so much fun.
Yeah.
That's how I started. And then in 5th grade, we had an art contest, and I won. I was really surprised. I won, and that was when I went to the Beach Haven School. And that was the beginning of the Arts Foundation on Long Beach Island. That's up in Loveladies. Yeah.
Well, what made you start painting about like TS and stuff?
I knew that's what I would like to do. Yeah.
I meant to say Tuckerton.
That's a great question. In 1978, I believe, a man by the name of Chapman, he was building a McDonald's restaurant there on Route 72, and he wanted 2 panoramic murals of one of Tuckerton and one of Long Beach Island. And my mother, we had all these old photographs that I used to paint the Tuckerton mural, which hangs in the seaport. How it got there is a whole other story of how it got from the McDonald's restaurant to the seaport. Was an interesting, a whole other story.
What McDonald's was it at? Like the one?
That is, I believe it's a hot tub, a hot tub place now. And it was right on 72. And it opened up in 78, 79.
Do your paintings help tell the history of this area? How?
I think from taking a small postcard and small photographs and putting it into a mural so that it's a visual of different places. Helps people remember their history, and they say, oh, I went there. I stayed at that hotel, or that looks similar to my house that I lived in. So it helps people kind of relive their memories. And it also shows historical places. I painted a lot of buildings throughout New Jersey, paintings of old buildings that were here during the Revolutionary War, and that was 250 years ago as we celebrate that this year. That's exciting. So those are landmarks that help people remember, who we are, what happened, and the part that New Jersey played in that, our freedom. So yeah, that's a great question.
How many paintings have you created of the area?
Oh, you have to come over and help me count. I don't know what, I don't know. But people ask me that a lot. So that's a good question. You thought out some good ones. I bet at least 500 maybe.
Oh, that's a
Maybe.
lot.
Yeah, but consider I have done some small ones. This larger painting that I did from my grandfather's photo
So good.
was the decoy show print. And that painting took me all spring. And it was on the cover of the decoy show. But this painting would take a long time. But I do tiny, small paintings that might just take a day to do. So if you count them all in, it might be. But large paintings, I don't know, but not as many. Not really, under 100, I bet.
So kind of like continuing off about how many paintings you've done. What painting is your favorite one?
Oh, people ask me that all the time. I think it's the one I'm working on at the present time. I think, well, I'll use this color. This would be a good color, and I change. Every scene I do has a different color or a different composition that I have to think out. But this is really one of my favorites because my grandfather's photo was used as a model to do this painting. I think I might have that photo here somewhere, but we can think about that later.
How did he get a picture of a mallard flying kind of by the seaport, so precise?
Yeah, that's a good question too, because I mainly paint buildings, and for the decoy show, that was the bird of the year. The duck of the year was the male mallard. So that's why that is portrayed. And I thought, what a great idea to have him flying across the Tuckerton Creek. The head of the Tuckerton Creek would be a great scene, that he's looking in the past and seeing that, how it looked.
What is your next painting going to be about, and where did you get the idea from?
Sometimes I get commissions and people ask me to do a painting. So this one is a commission that I'm working on of an ice cream store that's been in Beach Haven for 40 years. It's called the Windmill Ice Cream.
Okay. What do you hope people learn or feel about Tuckerton when they see your artwork?
I would hope they would feel positive and want to come here. That's what I think. Yeah. And visit the seaport, of course.
Yeah.
Because it's so wonderful how you have all the different buildings at the seaport, each place. So.
And then, do you have anything else you'd like to share with us, kind of? Anything?
Well, I'll look through these pictures. This is one that's sweet. It's of my mother and my grandfather my mother when she was tiny, little girl. Wow. That's nice.
Is that it?
I think so. Thank you.
Those are all of our questions. Thank you for meeting with us today. We really enjoyed learning about you and your connection to Tuckerton.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. Thank you for coming.
I liked your questions
Oh,
too.
thank you. I like learning about the history of older paintings and stuff.
Thank you. I hope I see you. Please come to one of my art shows. I do a lot of shows in the area. And if you come to any of them, please stop by and say hi.
You will.
And it's nice interview, sir.